Hey everybody, welcome to the first virtual teachers meeting of our new life group year. You have a handout that has all the information that we're going to go over. It was on the email that had the link to this video on it. Please get that out so you can look at that and review that. But I am really excited as we go into our next segment, which is going to be our rafting adventure down Foggy Bottom Creek. As we look at the Northern Kingdom, we're going to look at Israel's history of evil kings. We're going to look at Elijah and Ahab and Elijah and Jezebel. We're going to look at Elisha. We're going to look at how the Northern Kingdom was destroyed. And we're going to look at how this kingdom on earth points to God's eternal kingdom, a kingdom that Jesus has brought about. So we're really excited about that. Now, on the second week of our unit, we're not going to be able to raft because for some reason the river has gone dry. And that day is going to be our Toy Box Sunday featuring Hot Wheels. And this Sunday, the kids are going to get handbills, they're going to get cards to hand out to their friends, to invite their friends to our Cars, our Hot Wheels Sunday. Every kid who comes that day is going to get a free Hot Wheels car when they leave. We are going to have racing activities in your room. We have purchased tons of Hot Wheels and launchers and sets for your class. We have special activities for that day. I would really encourage you to get the kids in your class this Sunday to start naming kids they know who they could invite to Toy Box Weekend. There's a special gospel presentation that's in your lesson, and you need to tell your kids if they bring their friends to your class that you are going to go over how a person can know they are going to heaven. And you can tell your kids first to pray for those kids, give those kids a handbill, to talk to their parents about those kids, but also if their friend comes, that they can ask them after your class, after they go to kids' church, what do you think about what my teacher said about going to heaven? And the outline's really simple. We're going to use the same outline that we use that's in your lesson virtually every week, which is God rules, we sinned, God provided, Jesus gives, and we respond. And what it's going to start out with, you're going to have a little checkered flag, and you're going to say, hey, at a race, they wave a checkered flag to get it started. They wave a checkered flag to end it. And there's a race official, and he's in charge. And God's in charge. God rules. But you know, God's a good God, and he's not going to let sin into heaven, and that keeps us out of heaven. It's like God's over here, and we're over here, and there's a jump that we cannot make ourselves. And then you're going to have an EvangeCube. And what you're going to do with the EvangeCube, mine's a little bigger, you're going to talk about how God gives, God provided Jesus, and Jesus never sinned. We sinned, we deserve to die, but Jesus never sinned. And he really died. He took our punishment, and they really buried him. And 3 days later, he really came back from the grave. And if we'll trust him, if we will respond, we can be saved. It's like you're driving a car, and you have to admit, I can't drive this car the right way. I can't do it right. And you give the wheel to Jesus. And no, we're not going to play that country song. She has ruined a great gospel presentation, but that's going to be our presentation that day. Couple things coming down the pike. I just want to thank you first for a great start to the year. I've got wonderful comments from parents. Saturday night has been a huge success. We have had over 100 preschoolers and children who have made the jump to Saturday. And that is 100 preschoolers and children who are not here at 9:15 on Sunday. And last year, we're hitting kind of near the same numbers we had last year, but this move has given us a higher ceiling. We have room to grow. We have room to reach more people, and we are really excited about that. We have tried to expand the organization. That has left us with some recruiting holes. We still have a few places we need to fill in. The top needs right now, I would say, are third graders at 10:30, first or second graders on Saturday night. We need some help, and my eyes are getting bad, in the bonus room at 10:30. At 8 o'clock, we're looking for somebody who would help with fourth or fifth graders. And at Awana, we could really use some game people. The great thing about being a game leader, games start at 7:30. You can, if you're a person who has trouble getting here, games might be a great thing for you because you can get here 15 minutes late and you're still on time. And we could still use Awana leaders in just about every area. So please work your personal network. Every one of you knows somebody I do not know. When people see me coming down the hall, I can already see their lips forming these words. I will pray about it. So, but the best person to recruit somebody is somebody who's in the same situation. You are the best person to recruit the people you know. Couple things we want you to know. Coming up, Trunk or Treat is going to be coming down the pike, and we're going to do Trunk or Treat. We're going to do it on a Wednesday, the day before Halloween, on Wednesday the 30th. And the reason we're doing that is to give our people a chance to be in their neighborhoods in Halloween on the one day of the year where our neighbors knock on our door. Our tagline is going to be, come test drive your costume with us. We are going to do the Glow Sunday, Glow in the Dark Sunday, the weekend after Trunk or Treat. We're going to have special cards for people to invite kids to Glow Sunday. On that day, we're going to have glow in the dark activities. Every kid's going to get a free toy that day, and we're going to teach kids about the real light on Glow Sunday, Jesus. Okay? Christmas. It's never too early to start thinking about Christmas. Again, our church is going to be doing a three-weekend outreach production through the worship department, and those weekends are going to be November 30th and December 1st, December 7th and December 8th, and December 14th and 15th. On those weekends, we will not have an 8 a.m. worship service. If you currently attend the 8 a.m. worship service and this is going to affect you, please let me know so we can work out the logistics and get this figured out ahead of time. We need to get ready. During those weekends, we're going to have a lot of people taking their kids to the worship service, and that's a great thing, but we just need to get ready for those logistics. The last 2 weekends in December, the weekend before Christmas and the weekend before New Year's, we will not have any life groups for kids, teenagers, or adults, and we will not have kids' church. Everybody will come to the worship center. We will still have preschool. So it's going to be pretty intense, but we're going to have a couple weeks to just enjoy the holiday. And I just want you to know I appreciate every one of you. What we do is only possible because of selfless people like yourself who care about kids. And I want to thank you, and I want you to know our church thanks you, and I want you to know whatever you do in our ministry, there is no small part, and what you do is important, and we thank you.